Have you ever had a promise, swelling with the promise of hope, turn in an instant to a visceral act of betrayal? Welcome to Bookspresso. We will now brew you a single book, thick and black. After the story has concluded, I will put the same question to you again. I hope you will share your own stories in the comments below. We begin George Orwell's Animal Farm. On a hill, nestled in a fold of the land, stood Manor Farm. The animals who lived there called it our farm, though in truth it belonged to a human, a man named Jones. Jones was a slovenly drunkard who cared for nothing but himself. The animals, starved and weary from endless labor, endured their existence in a stolid, lifeless silence. Then, one day, old Major, an aged boar revered by all, shared a dream he had. It was a dream of liberation, of freedom from all oppression and suffering. He gathered the animals and addressed them thus: "Comrades, our lives are wretched, miserable, and short. We toil day and night, squeezing every last ounce of strength from our bodies, only to be met with pain and then death. The source of every single one of our problems is man. Man is the only creature that consumes without producing. He takes the eggs we lay, the milk we make, and the hair and blood that cover our very bodies, all without doing a single thing." Old Major's sermon ignited a revolutionary fire in the hearts of the animals. Freedom from man. They learned a new song, a hymn to liberty and equality, called Beasts of England, and sang it at the top of their lungs. But tragically, the very one who had sown the seeds of revolution, Old Major, closed his eyes in death 3 days later. Following in his wake, 2 brilliant and brave pigs rose to lead the animals. One was Snowball, an animated and progressive boar, and the other was Napoleon, a pig of silent charisma. The shrewd orator Squealer became their right hand. The inevitable came to pass. No longer able to withstand their hunger, the animals finally drove Jones from the farm and became its sole owners. They renamed it Animal Farm and dreamed of a life of freedom and equality, liberated from mankind. In the chaos wrought by man's absence, the pigs devised a new set of rules, the 7 Commandments. Whatever goes upon 2 legs is an enemy. Whatever goes upon 4 legs, or has wings, is a friend. No animal shall wear clothes. No animal shall sleep in a bed. No animal shall drink alcohol. No animal shall kill any other animal. All animals are equal. These 7 commandments were a promise, a bastion that all animals were to defend together. The final commandment, in particular, was the most sacred foundation of their new existence. It seemed that all the animals were living in a state of tranquil happiness. Boxer, the strongest of the horses, became an example for all, with his unwavering slogan, "I will work harder." The clever Snowball, meanwhile, proposed building a windmill to make their lives easier. But this peace was not to last. Napoleon opposed the windmill plan, and trained a litter of dogs loyal to him to chase Snowball off the farm. Then, Napoleon screamed after him, Snowball was a spy for Jones. His plans would have destroyed us all. After Snowball's disappearance, Napoleon's reign began. He now made all important decisions alone, and any stories that were inconvenient to him were denounced as Snowball's plots. The cunning Squealer relentlessly persuaded the animals of Napoleon's righteousness. "Do you not understand, comrades, the great sacrifice Comrade Napoleon is making? Napoleon is giving up everything for your sakes." Meanwhile, without the animals even realizing it, they noticed the 7 commandments were being altered, one by one. To the commandment, "No animal shall sleep in a bed," the words "with sheets" were added. To the commandment, "No animal shall drink alcohol," the word "to excess" was added. And the most important commandment of all animals are equal, had an ominous phrase appended to it. All animals are equal, but some animals are more equal than others. Ultimately, only a single sentence remained of the 7 commandments. Animal Farm had now become the exclusive domain of Napoleon and the pigs. They slept in human beds, drank alcohol, and now even walked on two legs. Napoleon even began trading with humans and sat with them at a table, playing cards. The animals who watched them were filled with a raw confusion and a profound sense of despair. Among them, an old donkey named Benjamin murmured to himself in a voice so low it was barely audible, "How can I find the words to describe this life I've lived for 10 years, these feelings that consume me? Who am I to hate now? And who am I to fear?" At that moment, the animals witnessed a shocking sight. Through the window, they saw the faces of the pigs, indistinguishable from those of men. The animals could no longer tell the difference between the two. Their dream was obliterated, annihilated, ground into dust. Animal Farm poses a deep and unsettling question to us, as it charts the course of pigs who drive out humans and create their own world, only to eventually transform into dictators just as vile, or even more so, than the humans they replaced. It shows us in a chilling and merciless way how the pure ideals of a revolution can be shattered by the desire for power, and how truth is distorted and language corrupted. It is a story where the voice that once cried out for liberty and equality ultimately ends in the tragic conclusion that some animals are more equal than others. Have you ever had a promise, swelling with the promise of hope, turn in an instant to a visceral act of betrayal? This has been Bookspresso. Thank you.